Get my cough out. So looking at last night's homework, page 763 in our advanced mathematics textbook, we've got this problem here regarding arithmetic sequences, right? And it says write a sequence that has one, all right, arithmetic mean between those two numbers. Oh, let's see, get the right color here. So I've got the number 12, and then I'm going to have a blank, and then the number 21. Hey, there's a palindromatic number. Let's see if this number happens. No, I doubt it would be. No.
Kind of.
Nah, couldn't really work out. Because I don't think there's any number in the teens to the 20s that is symmetric, unless it's 11, but 11's already after 12. But anyways, so I want to find an arithmetic mean between these two. So let's label the information we know. I know that my first term is 12. I know that the third term is 21. And I know that n is equal to 3, and I'm looking for d. What was d called again? Do you guys remember? The common difference. So a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 parentheses times d is the formula we're using. So we are merely going to plug in what we know and solve for what we don't, that which we do not know. So 21 is equal to 12 plus 3 minus 1 times d, two-dimensional apparently. I will subtract 12 from both sides. What's that, 9? Is it? Wait. Why am I blanking? 9, right? Yeah. I'm getting no confirmations from the crowd. Making me doubt myself. You guys are just going to let me keep going, making a crazy arithmetic mistake here, aren't you? So let's see, I divide both sides by 2, and I get d is equal to 9 halves. So that's my common difference. So now in order to figure out what goes here, I have to add 9 halves to 12, right? 9 halves is 4.5, if you're wondering. Let's see, to get a common denominator, multiply this by dose over dose. So 24 halves plus 9 halves is 33 halves, I believe.
16 and a half.
Or 16 and a half, yeah.
Yeah, that's what the book said.
And then add 9 halves to that. Yeah, the book's a fan of decimals, though. Psh. 33 halves plus 9 halves would be 42 halves, which is, in fact, 21. So yeah, so our answer is 33 halves is a single arithmetic mean that fits between those two numbers, or 16.5, like so. So, man, how did it get the blurries all of a sudden? That's the only thing I guess I still need is a faster laptop that can handle the multitasking that I demand of it. So, what other questions might we have? 43 is a nice one. Did we have to do 43? We didn't. Man, yeah, look at my computer's already glitching out. It's all like doing like the crazy VSync problems. Let's do 43
Should I
together.
Down my homework?
If you want, or if it benefits you more just to follow along, you could choose to
I'll
do
just
so.
follow along.
Yeah. You're more of a verbal learner, perhaps, in some capacities. I don't know.
And I am very tired right now.
Yeah. Man, speaking of tired, yesterday I went to sleep at like 8. I was super groggy and messed up in the afternoon because I drank caffeine on Sunday. And serious withdrawals the next day. Serious. I'm telling you guys. Because I don't drink caffeine. Or consume caffeine. Well, didn't get a lot of sleep the night before. I needed it. That's all. Well, I ended up preaching on Sunday was what I ended up doing. So that's why I needed to be awake for that. I couldn't just show up at church and sit in the back and be dozing off. That didn't work out. So yeah, the caffeine worked though. But then serious hangover the next day. Telling you guys. 3 plus 1 plus a eighth plus ... Man, what's going on here? And then it all... craziness. Let's see. Plus ... Ellipsis, I believe, is what that's called, right? And we want to find the sum of the first 11 terms. So let's label what we do know. So I know the first term is 3/2. I don't know the 11th term. I guess I could call that a sub 11. I don't know that. I do know n. N is 11. I don't know the common difference yet. And I don't know the sum of the first 11 terms. It's funny, that looks like a sideways equal sign. It's pretty good. That looks like one of those blocks in Zelda that would like slide and hit you. I don't know, anyone know what I'm talking about? No? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Oh, I do want that one. So the common difference, I can find that by doing what now?
Subtracting 1 from a half.
You could subtract 1 from a half, or 3/2 from 1. Either way, the common difference is going to be negative in this case. No?
Yeah, 3/2 from 1.
Right. So 1/2 minus 1 is negative a half is our common difference. So this one is going downhill, and that's okay. All right. You can't have a sequence that does that. There's no problem with that. And I can't find S11 without knowing A11, the 11th term. So I'm going to find A11 first. So A11 is equal to 3/2 plus 11 minus 1 times negative a half. 3/2 plus, looks like 10 times negative a half.
3/2 minus 5.
3/2 minus
10/2.
10/2.
Negative 7.
-7/2. Oh, that fraction bar turned into the 2. There we go. So there's that. And now I need to figure out the sum of the first 11 terms. Does anyone remember the formula for S sub n?
A1 plus A number 2 plus A1.
No, you guys started in different spots, but we got it. So let's plug in
A1 plus A2 would be A1 plus AN.
AN. Thank you. Yep, good call. Yep. Let's see. Where's my cursor at? I suppose I could also write in negative 7/2 up here. So actually, now before we go any further, I just want to point out this list, the very next term was going to be negative, and then I was going to add another negative number and
So it's
another
gonna be
negative
0.
number.
Yeah.
Or it would have been 0. Okay, yeah, good call. Thank you. You got me there. But this list, I think, is going to have more negative numbers than positive numbers. And theoretically, there'd be a point at this list, maybe for the 7th term, where the sum would have perfectly balanced out and have been 0 exactly. Right? But we're going all the way out to the 11th term where I'll have more negatives than positives, so I'm guessing my sum will be negative. So I just want to point out kind of some interesting situations, the fact that our list is partially positive, partially negative there. But it's all good. It's all good. So S sub 11 is going to equal 11/2 times 3/2 plus negative 7/2. Right? So that is 11/2 times 3 minus 7 is negative 4/2. I guess I could cross cancel there or simplify a couple things. 2 goes into 2 once and into that twice. And then that cancels out. It's just 11 times negative 1. Is that right? Or yeah, negative 44/4. Whichever way you do it. Multiply, whatever. And I'll just get 11 times negative 1 or negative 11. Was that right? Did I have the answer copied? Negative 11 is right. Now, see, that looks like it'd be some sort of weird, like, line Morse code, doesn't it? Like if I had my own language using symbols that were just like little tick marks at different angles. Could be pretty good. So there we go. So there's a problem. And in order to do this one, I just wanted to point out we had to use both formulas, right? So I had to find what was the 11th term and then find the sum of the first 11. And I still really like this formula, the fact that you don't even need to know the common difference in order to do that. Right. I think that's kind of cool. All right, so that's good. That was homework, and that was 10 minutes long.